Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name's Clara Z and I do videos on luxury handbags and fashion items. So in today's video, I wanted to do a quick and general comparison between my Chanel Mini Rectangular versus my Hermes Mini Kelly II. Now, a lot of you will be familiar with the Chanel Mini Rectangular, but for those of you who may be interested in the Hermes Mini Kelly II, this video is meant to give you a brief description of the similars and differences and some of my thoughts between these two bags. So if you're interested, please stay on. So I'm going to start off with the measurements of both bags. So the Chanel Mini Rectangular is 20 centimeters across, 12 centimeters straight up, and 6 centimeters wide. Now the Hermes Mini Kelly II, according to several websites, should be 20 centimeters across also. However, when I measured mine, this one was only 19 centimeters across. This was also 12 centimeters tall, but the width here was only 5.5 centimeters. And as you can see, it narrows as it gets to the top. So up here, it's about 3 centimeters wide here. So in terms of length, this one is 1 centimeter longer. In terms of height, the two of them are approximately the same. However, in terms of depth, you'll see that this one is approximately half a centimeter wider here, and you can see that basically it doesn't really narrow, maybe a little bit. However, on this one it does narrow as you get to the top. In terms of strap length, so based on my measurements, this one was 58 centimeters long from the top to the base here, and when I measured the Hermes Mini Kelly II, it was about 48 centimeters long from the tip here to the base right here. Now the main concern for a lot of people is the capacity of the Mini Kelly II. I can happily tell you that this will definitely fit your basic essentials. So let me show you what fits within the Hermes Mini Kelly II versus the Chanel Mini Rectangular. So let's start off by talking about the phone, because I own the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max, and although this does fit inside this bag without the case, and I'll show you how it fits. So as you can see, that comfortably fits against the back or the front of the bag, but as it's such a hassle to be taking in and out, and because it is a bit of a tight squeeze if you stick it down the middle, it really has to be right up against the back or the front. And as you can see, I'm taking it out even with nothing in the bag. It is a bit of a struggle, so I tend to leave my phone outside of my bag in my pockets, or I'll use a sling like this one to hang this on my body so that I can be hands-free with my phone. So assuming you don't put your phone inside and maybe you have a smaller phone so it's easier to fit, let me show you approximately how much you can fit in the Hermes Mini Kelly II. So I have here an Hermes Bastia card holder, and I have approximately 7 cards inside with some folded bills on this side, and on the other side I just basically have one small key for the house, and if I button that up I can comfortably fit that inside either this way or right side up. I generally put this face down, so you can see that fits in there no problem. Of course, I do need to use hand sanitizer, so I'm using this flat Card-Likes hand sanitizer, and that fits in there no problem, as you can see. A pack of tissues is always good, and I generally don't fully pack this, so this is about half full, so I will put that in the back there. And of course, I'll need my AirPods, and this does have a case on top of it, so it is slightly thicker, so I will put that at the front here. And then on the back, I can put a compact. So this is just a Chantecaille compact as an example. So I will stick that here. So as you can see, there is still some space. So I can comfortably put 2 lipsticks in there. And pretty much you can see everything is in there comfortably. Nothing is making the bag bulge or feel like it's giving any stress on the bag. And let's close this bag up. And basically that closes with no problem, and it isn't bulging in any way that is stressing out the bag. Now I do carry a pair of reading glasses because I am in my mid to late 40s, and so I need reading glasses. So I put my reading glasses along the top, and to be honest, because it is a bit narrow on the top, it would be a bit stressful to close this bag comfortably. So if I were to include these pair of reading glasses, then it would be easier to shut if I took out one item, for example, the compact. So let me do that. So I've removed the compact, and now I'll add the reading glasses. And because there is a bit more give, this one closes much easier without the compact on the inside. However, if you don't need to read reading glasses like me, then you really don't have this problem. And just to let you know, I'm currently researching on some compact reading glasses or flat reading glasses to see how I can fit them either on my bag or attach them to, say, the back of my phone to make it more convenient. So if you're interested on ideas for compact glasses for small bags, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that I can share with you a couple of the compact glasses that I've ordered. They haven't arrived yet, but after they arrive, I definitely would like to do a review and to show you how I would use them with these small bags. Now moving on to the Chanel Mini Rectangular, this one can definitely fit more. So let me show you what I can fit in here. So let's first start off with my phone. So that will definitely fit in there, and it's definitely easy to bring in and out because the length of the bag is quite roomy. And I'm going to put the same Bastia card holder in there. Again, no problems. The hand sanitizer, the pack of tissues, the compact. Then we have the two lipsticks, which I'll put on the side there. And as you can see, there's still a lot of room. And of course, I need my AirPods. And then finally, if I really want to put my glasses in here, there's definitely room because even after closing the bag, there is a bit of a gap there to give it extra room. So if I took the glasses from before and lay them along the top, I can comfortably close this bag without worrying that my glasses will get squished. And again, this is quite comfortable. And of course, if you don't have glasses, or you have an extra set of large keys, or if you just want to carry more lipsticks, as you can see, it fits no problem, and there is still definitely a lot more room on this bag. And again, that closes no problems at all. And of course, you have the back pocket here where you can stick some cards or receipts. And finally, some other small differences is that there is a zipper pocket here and the back pocket that I mentioned, whereas on the Hermes Mini Kelly II, there's only one back pocket there. To be honest, I hardly use those internal compartments because these are already really small bags. So unless I need to put a parking ticket or a metro card that I need to find quickly with ease of access, I generally don't use those back pockets on the back. Also of note is that this one has no feet on the bottom. This one does, and of course the straps on the Hermes Mini Kelly II are removable, whereas the straps on the Mini Rectangular are attached to the bag, so you cannot remove them from the bag. And of course the obvious, this one does have a top handle, and although there's a top handle, you really can't really put your hand through it. I mean, you can if your hands are super small. This would mainly be used just to hold as a top handle like this. So as you've just seen, the Chanel Mini Rectangular definitely carries a bit more than the Mini Kelly II, although I'd say that this would definitely be able to carry your essentials, although the ease of access, I would say definitely the Chanel wins over the Mini Kelly II. You can kind of wear this open with the top undone. I know that some people do that, but if you want to buckle it up, this one will definitely be a bit harder because you have to pull it over and then twist it, whereas this one, it just basically falls on the turn lock. In terms of the strap drop, I do find that I like the Mini Kelly II a bit better. This one is mainly for crossbody. However, I do know there are a bunch of tools or even ways of tying up the chains with ribbons to shorten the bag. And if I don't like the length of the strap, I can always change up the strap or add some extenders to make it longer. So in terms of chain length, both are pretty flexible. I'm about 5'4" or 163 centimeters tall, and so I find the length of this perfect for both shoulder, and it's slightly higher for crossbody, but it's also okay. I am looking at some extenders, so I'll give you an update on that later, so make sure you're subscribed if you're interested in that. And I'm also looking at some third-party straps to see if I can change up the look or the length of this strap. And of course, price point, bag alone is twice the price of the Mini Rectangular, so price point is definitely a con on this bag. And of course, it's not always readily available, and in some countries, as you know, there is some loyalty required in order to get this bag. Of course, you can also find this on the reseller market. However, the markup on the reseller market is even more. In fact, in some reseller markets, the price of this bag is 6 times the price of this bag. And so if you're looking at it from a pure retail point of view, this is double. From a reseller point of view, this is going to cost you at least 5 to 6 times more than this bag on the reseller market. So putting that all aside, I wanted to give you my thoughts and impressions of both bags, under what conditions I would use each, and my thoughts on which one I kind of prefer. So it's kind of like having 2 children and asking which one you prefer. I love them both, but I love them both for different reasons. In terms of the look, Chanel Mini Rectangular to me is more of a casual looking bag. By no means is it a casual bag, but it's just more casual versus the Hermes Mini Kelly II, because this one's more structured, and so it's a bit more uptight, it's a bit more serious because of the straight edges. Having said that, I've seen a lot of people rock this with casual clothes and it looks great with casual clothes. But if, say for example, I was going to a fancy dinner, I think I could wear both. But say if I was going to an even more formal event like a black tie event, I personally think that this bag would look better, especially without the straps and the top handle, because it is a bit more formal and serious looking. These are just my personal thoughts. I'm sure you can use either of these bags. And in terms of which one I would gravitate more for day-to-day use, I think that for more casual occasions, I would probably prefer this bag. And I feel I do need to be slightly more polished or dressed up for the Mini Kelly II. Now I think I can definitely wear both bags casually too, but I feel that the Hermes Kelly II is just slightly a bit more dressed up, and because of that reason, I think that both are wonderful to have in the collection. This one is a bit more casual, this one is a bit more formal, and although this one is roomier, I think that this also carries enough for my daily essentials. So I think it's just whichever look you're going for, whether it be more of a Chanel look or a more understated Hermes look. And personally, my favorite way to use this bag is to carry it on the top handle. I feel that it looks extremely ladylike and put together to be holding the bag like this. And I love that I can also decorate this with a twilly, so I can also change up the look of this bag by changing the color of the twilly. So if you ask me which one I liked more, I would say I like them both but for different reasons. But if I really had to choose between the two, currently, and I may change my mind because we always change our minds, I do prefer the Mini Kelly II a bit more, and maybe it's just because it's a newer bag, I'm still in honeymoon phase, but I really love the look of this bag, especially with the top handle and the clean lines. I love the look of this bag. It is so cute, and it can be dressed up as much as it can be dressed down, and I find that the Mini Kelly II is just a little less common as the Chanel mini rectangular bag, so you don't see it as much, and the look is slightly a bit more subtle. So unless you're into designer handbags, you really would not know this was an Hermes bag, whereas with this, I believe it's pretty iconic with the CC logos, and a lot of people are fairly familiar with the Chanel design and look, although both, in my opinion, are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful options. So I really love both. Don't ask me to just choose one, please. And if you can afford it and you love mini bags, definitely I think there's room for both in your collection. I'm sorry if that doesn't help, but this is my true and honest opinion. So I hope that this video helps you out in case you are wondering or considering to get the Hermes Mini Kelly II. I think a lot of people are already quite familiar with the Chanel Mini Rectangular. It is a fabulous bag. However, if you like mini bags, I think that the Hermes Mini Kelly II is also a great option. And if you're concerned about the capacity, as I just showed you right now, I do believe it should be able to fit most of your essentials. And again, I will have a workaround for the reading glasses later, which I hope to share with you. And also, I am looking at some bag strap options in terms of third-party straps and also extenders, so I hope to share that also with you soon, so don't forget to subscribe. So what do you think of the Chanel Mini Rectangular versus the Hermes Mini Kelly II? If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Of course, you can also support my channel by buying me a coffee, and I will leave a link to where you can buy me a coffee. I'm also on Instagram, where I tend to post a bit more frequently, so I will put my handle somewhere here down on the screen. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope it was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye now.